is very, very high. And of course, we have an increasing number of TV late debate moments or new surprises or scandals or
quite a good role when you talk about the way Americans vote. They actually decide much in advance for whom they want to vote. It's the policies, the domestic issues that matter the most, but also the role of battleground states, because if we compare the figures, 2008 when Mr. Obama actually talked about hope and give me changes in the American society, also in the way government function. But in this particular presidential race, we witnessed him saying that let's look forward, give me another 4 years, I will deliver results. Do you see this magic was missing post 2008?
Well, a little bit, I think. You also have to remember, incumbents can't run on change. If an incumbent runs on a message of change, that means get rid of me. Message in 2012, angry tooth and claw Obama, because that's what incumbent presidents
seen how a government functions. So it was also the experience on his side that made him, the way he also, what he was saying in all these presidential debates. Romney was aggressive, but President Obama was speaking out of experience. So in a way, that was something very different. We don't really know if Romney would have contested against President Obama in 2008 if he had a chance at that time, because both of them were new candidates. But in 2012, what was also different was that President Obama had experience on his side. But if we look at the way people have voted, women played a very strong role in President Obama's coming back to power. How would you comment on that?
Well, women have cast more votes than men in presidential elections going all the way back to 1984, and Democrats win a majority of women, so it's a majority of the vote. And they've been expanding that. The gender gap in 2012 was the largest been recorded. Difference is the largest gender gap in performance in American political history. And so voters, lower income voters, coastal, city, interior, more rural and suburban, between sort of red and blue America and the coalition that are different, not just in ideology and not just in their policy positions, but different in their demography.
Proud President Obama continues to be a big hit. Is it also because of the way he conveys his messages?
I also think it's because he's younger and he looks like the future of America. I mean, Obama looks like a 21st century American, right? He's half black, half white. The grandparents' generations, the students in my introductory classes, their last names read like the UN. Marriages in the U.S. is a mixed race marriage. Right. So we don't just have...
President Obama is actually the face of 21st century America, and most of these young people in America relate to him and connect to him. It's now time for us to take a short break. Next, when we come back, we'll also raise important issues and the challenges that lie ahead for President Obama. Stay tuned. Transit, and today on In Transit we have with us Professor Schaller from University of Maryland, an election expert. Thank you very much, Professor Schaller, for being with us. Coming back to the important issues that and the challenges that lie ahead for President Obama, as many say, economy is a huge challenge for President Obama, but also the policies related to Medicare. What do you think of, especially as money is a huge challenge for President Obama to ensure that the medical policy stays intact in U.S.?
Yeah, I mean, second-term presidents tend not to go for great leaps and bounds. What they tend to do is defend, reinforce, maybe is going to be the major domestic initiative. Obama defending Obamacare. He got an assist from the Supreme Court.
Both these countries are completely out of time. Thank you very much, Professor Schaller.
Great to be here.
It was great to speak to you, and that's all we have for you in this edition of In Transit. Thank you very much for watching.